No!
Oh, you son of...
Well, that one didn't hurt.
That didn't
us.
hurt.
They need to be close, I guess. Oh, that
And
hurt.
then they do a fuck ton of damage.
Okay, it depends on how hard they hit. Okay, now it's running away, so... Back down.
Okay. I want to go kill it so we can get the hull repaired, maybe.
But the last one didn't have
Another
a
library.
repair. Is it another library?
Nope, this is Aklis.
Hey!
Nope. Previous back. The Lumberyard.
Ooh. The spooky
Alright,
jubilee.
3. Welcome back to Character
We're
Select.
back.
Dave and Gardeford back for the last episode of Sunless Skies.
A single tier.
Single tier, yeah. Now, you might be wondering why we're going to be stopping with this episode when we haven't discovered anything or even done anything in regards to like a legacy or anything like that.
Because there's
We're
4 billion
in.
episodes.
Yeah, we're 40 episodes in, and we're never going to be able to see everything in this series. So we wanted to show you guys what our experience was. If you want to see more, please go out and play the game, because it is awesome. I love it.
It's a good game.
But
Some good
we just made it to Aklis. You disembark onto a soggy wooden platform, barely supported by the marsh mud below. It leads past several squalid huts and the hulls of scavenged engines to the warmth of a marketplace on wooden stilts. Nearby, what remains of an ancient monastery just holds on against the ravages of time in the swampy ground below. Something is going on down the other side of the monastery. Fire flickers. Treachery carries on the wind. A woman smoking a cigarette watches from the shadows, unaware of your presence, as a group of grizzled skyfarers attempts to force the monastery's doors. Unlike the crumbling stone, these are made of solid new metal, and more than up to the task of repelling the attack. However, with every blow against them, the monastery itself seems to shudder. Dust rains from high up, stones creak. It will not take much before something gives.
It's the final episode. Get in there.
This may not be your problem. You can make it your fight. You summon a few of your crew with a wave back to the locomotive. Before you can join the attack, however, Hojo Toho! Hojo Toho! The war cry echoes through the marsh. Urchins, ring breakers from old London from the look of them, surge at the attackers, armed with broomsticks with sharp objects taped on the end, colander helmets and cardboard armor. In the name of the Valkyrie, they shout, launching their attack. For Sigrid! They swiftly rout the attackers. The one with the cigarette is long gone, leaving behind nothing but the smell of expensive ash.
The boy.
Okay, that's weird.
Wow.
Rotting wooden huts on stilts stretch up out of the marshland, connected by rickety pathways and gently swaying rope bridges. Red paper lanterns line the paths, offering just enough flickering light to avoid unfortunate tumbles into the dark mud below. Ringbreaker urchins in colander helmets and tea-tray armor stand to slack attention, longing for a little trouble. Yep, this is a small place, won't take long. Everything here seems to revolve around tea and spice, and a special blend made in the monastery that nobody you speak to appears to have tasted. We are not worthy of the Midnight's favor, they all tell you through unsmiling faces, before offering you a special deal on some other blend or incense they just happen to have. Okay, there's a lot to do here. Holy crap.
Well, it's split between this and driving into the abyss, so we can do it up here. Looking
Tea for
tea?
Aklis. Oh. Don't they have tea? Why do they need tea? That's weird.
Well, if they have tea, then buy the tea.
No, they don't have tea. They have,
Darn.
they have cage catches, which nobody fucking wants, because why would they?
No.
Alright. Back to stories. Alright. What do you want to do?
What was the prominent statue? And start with that.
It sits in the middle of the dock,
Spice
untouched by chalk
merchants.
scribbles or damage. A couple of tattooed spice merchants lean against it, quietly eating their lunch. The mysterious founder, it can be assumed, if not someone equally important to the market port. They look somewhat more imp than man, with a flag on their lapel that matches the crest of the nearby wreck of the Vigilant Nightingale. Peering closely, there is a plaque between the figure's feet. Someone has scratched out all the details. Perhaps the subject themselves, preferring to maintain a sense of mystery or plausible deniability. Interesting. And then there's the Vigilant Nightingale here.
Mm-hmm.
One of the urchins jabs at you with her weapon, a broomstick with a knife on the end. Friend or foe?
Friend.
The urchins salute. Good, good. Enter, friend. This broken-down engine has been comprehensively gutted to serve as the Ringbreaker's home and base. Filthy hammocks stretch between metal bars, most full of snoring urchins. Others sit around decorating tea-tray armor with bright paints, or sparring playfully with wooden sticks. Apparently they're actually following Sigrid. A.k.a. the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Enter, barks a high-pitched voice, Sigrid Spite's daughter, Valkyrie of the Ringbreakers and the closest thing this port has to law. Despite being the youngest Ringbreaker to be declared Valkyrie, Sigrid has the glare of a seasoned general and the scars to back it up. She sits sternly behind a mahogany desk almost as tall as she is, carefully engrossed in a copy of Sun Tzu's The Art of War. It is a show of military diligence only slightly undercut by it being upside down. Why are you acting like a constabulary?
Yeah.
Someone's got it, right? Sigrid's face is a mixture of pride in her job and irritation at being questioned. Don't just be thinking we're a bunch of kids. You're the Valkyrie? Greatest warrior in old London she was. Yeah, well, in her name we kicked out the old bugger what brought us to the wilderness, to clean out his chimneys or whatever, and now we've a home. Can't blame us for wanting to protect it, right? Even if it is a bit damp in bits. Of course, she adds, can't stay here forever. We're one of the Ringbreakers. When you're old enough, that's when it's time to go out and find fortune out there, and find others to fill our places. All welcome. Just gotta swear by our code, and they're welcome to grab a hammock. At least, as long as they don't fart too much in their sleep.
Is this like a little lamplight type deal? Are they actual kids?
That's what it's... Yes. The ones that were guarding the entrance, the option for push pass said they can't be more than 9 years old.
Jeez. I don't know.
Never been in myself. Them bohemian types in town have said to no way, but ain't through the front door. Anyway, without the tea from the place, we'd not have much of a home. Reckon we'll keep defending it. Valkyrie don't need thanking. Ooh, midnight favor tea. Yeah, like them snooty bohemian types that let us try this stuff, Sigrid shrugs. No big problem. Nothing wrong with juice, not unless you drink it after brushing your teeth. Just don't brush them, that's what I say. Probably bad for them anyway, working them over like that. The War of Midnight. Sigrid's face darkens. Shouldn't let that Amberly Murgatroyd get her boots dry after striding into port. We've heard the name Murgatroyd.
Yeah.
At Lustrum?
I think so. Yeah, Murgatroyd's shop.
And she had a whole bunch of weird inventions,
yeah.
Right? Okay. We know it's her trying to destroy the Midnight Tea, so everyone will buy Daddy's old scrapings instead, but she's tricksy. And with them claymen of hers always around, we can't go accidentally pushing her off into the marsh. We'll get her. Oh, yeah. All right. Training with the urchins has a 27% chance of success.
The brig?
I don't think there's anybody there, but I guess we could go. Friend. Good, enter. This is the brig.
Nobody there?
Of angry, doleful, and drunk eyes stare back at you from the darkness. All the prisoners have been stripped of their underthings. The Ringbreakers do their best to keep them happy by regularly throwing them boiled sweets. It doesn't appear to be working. Visit the Court of Tea and Spices.
Peace.
Clouds of rich scents hang in the air. Though the market is small, it is bustling with both London and native Eleutherian traders. Each cramped stall and barrow is piled high with the region's finest tea leaves, opiates, salts, and spices. Murgatroyd's taste of Albion.
Did we ask them about the Midnight Favor? No.
Your enquiries draw a little but averted eyes and apologies that they are not worthy of Midnight's favor. The select few who trade in it consider it far too precious to simply sell.
Spooky.
Though this port is mostly famed for its homegrown Midnight's favor, it is quickly becoming a trade hub for every flavor and blend of tea you could possibly wish for. Customers don't brew them, but bite into the leaves and lick samples off their fingers. Weird? Gross?
Just eating tea leaves? Murgatroyds.
Although one of the more prominent-looking barrows in the market, the Murgatroyd family's special tea blends have gained little traction. Proprietress Amberly Murgatroyd glares at you from behind a slender cigarette holder, twitching at the inconvenience of your presence. She's the person that was watching the monastery.
Yeah. Purchase a caddy.
Wow.
Oh, that's...
A caddy of tea sells for 60.
Yeah. At these prices, it's no wonder the stall's so quiet.
Are you here to buy? Amberly glances around, looking for a distraction. If you're not here to buy, I don't know why you're here. Unless... She sizes you up.
Perhaps.
Amberly lights a fresh cigarette. I'm sure you've heard of Midnight's Favor. It's all anyone wants around here. Well, I have plans to deal with that. Were you to assist me when the moment presents itself, well, I would be most grateful.
Mm-hmm.
In a most profitable way for us both.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Ask about it.
Oh, we are not worthy of Midnight's favor, Amberly snaps, her tone suggesting that she's parroting someone else. Haven't touched the stuff. Can't wait to get back to Albion and never hear about it again. When I'm running the business, she catches herself. Well, I'll have my sights set rather higher than beverages.
Sounds like she...
doesn't like being here.
Yeah.
That little scrot and her infernal playmates. Amberly shakes her head. I'd blame the parents if they had any. Or she had any. No discipline. A few damn good spankings never did me any harm. Today's youth could do with getting to know the back end of a slipper. Just look at my sister Melusine.
Is that...
Melusine.
Yeah, Melusine.
Oh, the family business is spying. Amberly looks at you with disdain. Oh, please. Even if I had time for Father's Spymaster games, exactly how much do you think one overhears on the edge of nowhere? She takes a long, pointed drag from her cigarette. Honestly, if you must waste someone's time with such nonsense, go annoy my sister Melusine. I think we stashed her somewhere in the Reach. Her and her ridiculous inventions. Yes, I'm sure she's nothing better to do than listen to you. Alright, she's a pleasant person.
Yeah, that kind of family member. You need affiliation Bohemia.
Wait,
don't we?
Have?
Doesn't... I could have sworn our engineer gave. Oh yeah, and she does.
He gives establishment, villainy.
Oh, okay.
Villainy, academe, nothing.
Okay, well now...
So if we go back to the Court of Tea and Spices...
Bohemia?
Visit the Midnight Garden. The noise of the market slowly fades as you follow the rickety wooden steps down to the marsh. Bohemians calling themselves midnight connoisseurs have built a wooden pagoda overlooking the monastery to savor the taste of the leaves that grow within. How good can it be to be worth so much trouble? To attend a tea ceremony, we need connoisseur fine teas too. You would even ask? In this place? So close to its presence? The midnight connoisseurs stare at you coldly from behind their teacups. Alright, see ya.
How do we get said? How many otherworldly artifacts do we need for that?
5.
5? And how much money?
320.
Whew.
A sleepy warmth oozes through the curtains. Admission is free. What awaits inside is negotiable. The curtains part with a sickly sweet breath of incense. Velvet wraps the inside of the hut like a fine chocolate box, with silk curtains delicately hanging down to provide translucent privacy for guests. Behind, the shadows of wealthy traders lie in the embrace of soft, well-plumped cushions, gently sipping from bronze hookah pipes until their eyes and troubles are somewhere else entirely. We're in a fucking opium den.
Woo! Fine silk.
Okay. And Mr. Pipes is the one that's running this place.
Of course.
Do you want to do a little bit of the opium?
Does that remove terror or add terror?
Remove, because you have to have at least one.
Nice. How much did it cost?
But
might as well do some opium before we do something stupid.
You settle down next to a fellow captain, a tea trader from the Blue Kingdom, still smoking through her death mask. and a figure who prefers to keep their identity private. There is little conversation. The incense is strong, and each breath from the hookah only serves to wrap the world in fresh, warm layers of cotton wool and half-remembered dreams. That barely dropped it.
Yeah, it was like 5%. If that.
Do you want to?
We could talk.
Do you want to request an audience? All right.
A Bach concerto.
A serving boy returns, bowing apologetically. Mr. Pipes is relaxing and has no interest in either chitter or chatter. If you have business, you may present it to one of the staff. Otherwise, his master encourages you to avail yourself of the facilities. Tell me about this fucking tea.
Does anybody know?
The serving girl shakes her head. We are not worthy of Midnight's favor. Perhaps in the distance, her cloaked master raises an arm, or at least a sleeve, just a little. A summons. Excuse me, please. Interesting.
Perhaps. The Vigilant... No, that's the thing. Walk down the monastery. Odd jobs in Necklace Town.
Speak with the impatient penitent. He beats his fist against the doors. Getting nothing but...
Demand soul flaws.
You need 4 soul flaws. We have 2.
Yeah.
Here, Captain, right? You've got the look about you. Maybe you can help. My husband, he was never the same after he came back from the Z with that tattoo. The eye. That blasted eye it drew here, I'm sure of it. Okay, what does that mean?
Eyeball.
Do you want to head to the marshes, or are we good?
Sure.
Alright. Wouldn't, warns the older of the two. Nothing out there but plants wanting to eat your face off and water that drives you to potty. They show no interest in stopping you. The marsh beckons.
Water that drives you to potty.
The lights of the port slowly fade. Beyond lies a forested gray swamp, misted over and filled with leafless black trees that claw at the air. Few venture out here, except to gather incense from what they call Ackless Garden. There's no maps to it. Many do not return. But your head is clear. The path ahead looks manageable. You have nothing to fear.
Nothing to fear.
Nothing to fear. The swamp slurps at your boots. The mist makes it impossible to gauge any real direction. You may have been turned around 100 times and never know it.
Instinct.
Time passes. The path gives way to an expanse of quick mud. Only a few tufts of grass mark safe passage. Something howls in the distance. It sounds angry, or in incredible amounts of pain. Every footstep is increasingly difficult to finish.
Continue through the marsh.
The swamp slurps at your boots. The mist makes it impossible. Blah, blah, blah.
Cling to the tree lines. The trees.
Time passes.
It's still the same day. Yes.
An encounter! Flapping creatures with leather wings and jellied flesh surge down from on high, beating at your face with leather wings. You run for your life, only getting more lost in the marsh.
Continue. Secrets.
Okay.
Choose a direction at random.
Time passes. Another encounter possible.
Eggs. Encounter.
An encounter. A siren without a rock, a mournful figure of chipped glass, cracked and shining in the light. She gazes at you with quiet helplessness, beckoning you closer.
Even here,
Protest this tiresome cliche. Why are seductive monsters always female anyway?
Just do it's too good not to
too good.
Forget.
The naked lady sits patiently as you complain about the gender politics of mythology, the unfortunate interplay of sexuality and vice, and the equal insult such things are to the males of the species treated as unthinking sexual omnivores, and to the females reduced to mere passive decoration for the sake of such a tawdry social gaze. Why, for instance, is the succubus endlessly more represented than the incubus in all literature? What does it say about the human condition that beauty has been linked to damnation by temptation from the moment of Eve's sin, and from where did the double standards? It's a fine speech. Even if in retrospect you remember that his only audience is actually a small frog, interested in the flies buzzing around your muddy clothes. Ribbit, it agrees, hopping off into the marsh to carefully ponder things. All right, that was the thing that happened.
Now I want to know. Continue. This is too good. Follow the water currents. It's the only one we haven't done.
Time passes. Nope, nothing happened there.
Continue.
Continue.
A snake. Towards the north again. Wait, no.
Towards the north. No, it's too late. An encounter.
With no day cycle, we hard to tell. Music. Encounter. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but...
A circle of standing stones. They hum slightly when tapped and bear a symbol of an open eye painted in red and white, but otherwise seem to serve no purpose. Eyes and flickering shadows in the mist suggest it's time to move on. And quickly.
Oh, another encounter already.
Oh, no, it's the same one.
Approach her this time.
You step into the water, ice cold around your waist. Your hand cradles her glass touch, sharp and bloody in your palm. Illicit conversation. A more intimate touch. The darkness as the lake closes over your head and fire explodes in your lungs. You awaken elsewhere, glass chips still embedded into your palm. Oh, apparently we're going mad.
Oh no. Wait, what is... Forward.
The only way forward is to forge through a bitterly cold river. Tiny creatures bite at your flesh the whole way. A family of will-o'-the-wisps dance around a fairy circle, awaiting their next foolhardy volunteer. The world spins out of control. Go mad. Dreams melt behind your eyes. Your legs stretch with every new step. The cursed sun shines down. It appears to indeed be wearing a fine new hat.
Well,
you collapse into a comfortable patch of nettles and drift into a fitful sleep. When you awake, it's with a rope around your feet and being dragged through the waterlogged mud. Your urchin rescuers shoot you a grin, but don't bother to stop. After finally getting back to the market, head pounding from the spores of the marsh and the repeated hits of rocks underneath, you realize that the price of their largesse is a notably lighter coin purse. Well, that was...
We didn't find it, but that was pretty fun.
What were we trying to find?
I don't know. They said there was a grove of something or other.
Oh, the incense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Time
so now
for
we head northwest.
Drive into the abyss.
Well, we're going to see if we can find Piranesi on the way.
Wasn't that on the other side of the map?
No, it's west-north. West-southwest of Pan. So we could run into... Chip. The thing on the mantelpiece. You're in possession of a certain otherworldly artifact. It has begun to appear persistently in your dreams.
Oh, no.
Never prominent, but always present. Sat innocuously on a mantelpiece, half hidden in a shadowed corner, carried casually by a loved one. This will cost fuel, but your terror will not increase. Offer it to the waste waif. Tolerate its continued intrusions, or smash it, but increase your nightmares. But we can reduce our nightmares.
Yeah, we can reduce our nightmares. Smash that mofo.
Whoa! That was good.
Yeah, 50.
3 purposeful blows with a lump hammer, and the artifact lies in pieces. You sweep the remains away. The crew are pleased. Yours weren't the only dreams the artifact had insinuated itself into. When next you dream, you are in a field of violent chrysanthemums. The artifact is there too. No longer discreet, but vast. Vast as the face of a mountain. Shadow wide as night. Boop. Hey, let's go to the club. So were you part of the Dillman Club or
yes.
the Parthenian?
I think the Dillman Club. The clubbity-puppity. The Puppetook Bros.
Okay. No one is behind you. It would be impossible or ridiculous to even entertain the notion that someone is behind you. By turning your head, you'd be acknowledging that it's possible that someone's behind you, which it isn't, so you won't. Who is spying on you while you work?
Turn. Who that?
Do you want to turn around, guys?
Yes.
Are you sure there's nothing behind you?
Turn around.
Nothing. As it turns out, there's no one there. Just an empty room and a window offering a view into the star-sprinkled void. Is someone clinging to the hull outside, peeking through the window? Surely not. Yet when you turn to your paperwork, you once again feel watched.
Stare out the window. Stare out the window. The window.
The stars gleam back smugly, providing no answers. Shuddering, you return to your desk. By the end of the night, your papers are in disarray and you have a headache. Come morning, you discover you accidentally signed off on the jettisoning of supplies. It's too late to undo the damage, but you make a mental note to avoid working under such stress. I love that event is called Nothing.
Nothing. Right.
Fuck you!
Oh, that one was already weakened.
That was the one that we weakened in the last episode. Dig in its throat. Gain sovereigns. That requires the butchery. Hey! We got 50 monies.
Pretty nice. Big ones. Back out into the wilderness.
Mm-hmm. Do you see that way down there?
I see a red thing.
That's a fire.
Ooh. Well, there's more of them right there.
That's weird. Oh my god, there are more of them all over the place. There's something just down here. We're just going
it's
on
just
nope.
It's just
it's an extinguishment. Are those things aggressive? Like, do they try to kill you, or do they just exist?
They just exist.
Okay.
Maybe,
but if you get too close, they hurt.
We haven't gotten that close to them. If you get close to them, the darkness closes in around you, so you can only see them.
Oh, so they're black holes. Great.
Pretty much. Well, no, because the what's-its-face is a black hole. Oh, it hasn't seen us yet.
See ya.
Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you later.
Whoa. Come on. I don't know why the game is hanging, folks. Maybe I didn't restart my computer. Alright.
Oh, another one.
Oh, but you're not a super one.
It is angry, though, and we are at half hull. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. Is that a frickin'... No, it isn't. Oh, it's low HP?
Boom!
Yeah.
Also, in all of that, we are getting close to Piranesi, so... send out crewmen with axes, guaranteed to get bronzewood, or we can get experience.
Give me some of that bronzewood.
Nom.
Our successor, who will not be played, will hopefully get to keep it.
For some, it's a punishment. For others, it's a gift. Oh, look at that beautiful water.
Oh,
oh, fuck, that's a rock.
That's a
okay.
A building.
It's alright. Probably fine.
Piranesi. That's a water.
The Niobe Seclusion. A mansion of immense size surrounded by acres of neatly kept garden. It's tranquil here. In fact, it appears utterly devoid of life. Polyhedric sculptures, the dimensions eye-wateringly off. Grass of uniform color and uniform length. Placid canals crisscrossed at right angles, all bisected by a pale gravel path, leading to the door of a broad, ivy-shouldered mansion. Only its lack of windows betrays Piranesi as a prison.
Oh.
Utter silence, bar the crunching of gravel beneath your feet. As you approach, you take note of a tiny cottage, incongruously nestled inside the mansion like a louse. A curtain twitches.
So we don't have the time for the gardens.
Yeah.
Treacherous
Piranesi
port.
is a treacherous port and not amenable to low-level visitors. Be wary. Okay. Let's not do that. I do know a couple of things about Piranesi.
What it do?
So, they're selling rolls of thirsty bombs. They're not selling fuel.
Only gemstones. So what about them?
So
will we drive to our deaths?
The deal with Icon Words Piranesi is that the only way to escape the prison is to be something other than the person that went in. So you literally have to
not to
like
be
people
yourself.
Go in as people go in as like shit. I'm gonna get a little closer. Oh shit!
We need to go around.
Let's just see if we can't go through here real quick.
Excuse us.
So you go in as, say, Gardeford, and Gardeford who committed a murder, and you come out as Dave who committed nothing.
Yes.
Or the other way around. It doesn't really matter. But basically, you're stuck there until you basically are no longer the person that you were.
That's right. I am Dave.
No, you're not. No, that's my title. And then the other thing is that a lot of the people that are guarding the place are former prisoners because they changed into guards.
What was angry at us over there? I don't know if I want to know.
There's something up here, though, that we haven't actually
that we never discovered.
Oh, is that the frickin'... Yeah, it's the frickin' correspondence thing.
Oh, yeah.
Stupid waste of time. Alright.
Oh, I wonder what those are.
The Collywobbles.
So,
it's been an adventure, Guard. I'm glad we took this one, because this was...
I'm hoping this is what I think it is. Alright, go on the map again.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, it's up there.
This is definitely a worthy successor to Sunless Seeds. It's far more playable. It's significantly less obtuse.
Did you just say far more playable?
Far more understandable. The UI experience is much easier to read.
I don't know. I didn't have that
there's
much
better
trouble.
feedback, all of that stuff. But it's just as fucking creepy. And in fact, creepy in new fucking ways.
Now, I don't know if we'll be able to get in. Oh. Yeah, there he is.
Oh, that's the eyeball!
There he is. Although I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if we can get in.
Nothing is happening.
Aw. Come on. Let us in. Get up here. What a load of hubbub.
Oh, that was creepy as shit. Our terror isn't even going up all that much from that.
Yeah. What happened? The first time we found it, we just kind of like flirbled. I guess we can...
I think we were being chased by something.
Something stirs in the dark. Anyway, let me try and look it up before we go drive into an extinguishment.
Yeah. I'm glad you had that thought too. If you're gonna go out, you go out in a fucking black hole, right? Oh. Horrors are like wonders. They can only make your terror go up or down.
Once?
So much.
So
it's not going up super fast anymore.
The blindness throne.
Unsettled Dreams, because apparently the game still thinks we have nightmares. Whoa. Do you want to try to avoid getting terror, or do you want to get a Tale of Terror?
Tale of Terror.
Done. Alright, you find anything out about this guy?
I'm trying to look. What's his name again? I forgot. The Halved?
The Halved.
Oh, the Halved murdered... The Halved is the one who murdered the House of Rods and Chains.
Cool.
Looking up. It's responsible for the lawlessness, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's
anti-judgment.
Right? Yeah.
Leader... Okay, it's the leader of Piranesi and Pan.
Interesting.
The enemy of the Sapphired King, who I think is in the Blue Kingdom.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is the other half of the King Who Speaks.
Alright. But no events surrounding it? Nothing that we can do to it, I guess?
Oh my god. Where? I could swear I saw audience with the Halved. Okay, anyone know where to go more about it?
Don't mind me. Just putting some assholes out of their misery.
I don't know how to... I can't
so
find it.
So you can do something with it, but it's not showing us how?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Guide.
Well, I guess we're going to see what the inside of a black hole looks like.
Yeah?
That'll be fun.
Apparently it has to do with Mr. Barleycorn. The Halved is his boss. Sunless Skies Wiki.
Which is horribly incomplete, by the way, and very difficult to read. Goddamn Scry Spinsters.
Okay, you can find the Well of Wonders as well here. In the outer like circle. That. And also something called the Wreck of the Behringer.
Okay.
Which the Glowing Hulk, a wreck of a type you've never seen before. Just a huge locomotive.
Maybe it's like the Titanic version of a...
It is occupied.
Oh. Is it occupied by the guests? Because fuck that shit.
No. It's got a crew on it, but...
Oh, guard.
Oh. Well, let's see.
There are mysteries to be learned in the dark.
Oh, what did we just get?
Ooh. We got an Eleutherian mystery.
Oh. Well, how about that?
But it did drive up terror pretty fast. Alright. So it turns out that some things are just not as terrifying as you thought they would be.
Oh.
A meeting at the Crossroads.
Was that something we could do on the rock?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, you need supplies. And And a little more.
You've made a deal with the measurers. Repay me when I demand,
Mistress
or
Perch.
I will take more. Alright, next time on Character Select, we will be playing a different game.
Something different.
And, yeah, if you enjoyed this series, thanks for joining us this entire time. That is a bull can't tank, Ryan. That's probably fine. Thanks for joining us, and hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Seriously, though, go get this game. There's, like, we've maybe seen, like, 15% of the game. There's a lot more to this. Well, maybe 20, if I'm generous. But, yeah. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And, Garrett, I figured out what we can do.
Travel off the edge of the map?
Yes, never to be seen again. It's gonna take a minute though.
Oh, we could go back to the.
Oh, fucking make a joke of it and her.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch. Hey, look, another fucking thingy.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, departed. Or undeparted. Can we make it to the... We can. Ahead. The sky is full of midnight.
A waste stretches before you. The star that reigned over it died cold aeons ago. Now its domain is empty of life, drowned in darkness, harried by a howling wind. Your crew beg you to turn back. All that awaits ahead is the slow shedding of all that you were, then a frozen death.
In.
Just a little way. Just enough to say that you have. Be one of those rare wild few. The crew will undoubtedly resist. You must convince them. Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Eventually you convince them. Your locomotive nudges forward into the liquid shadows. The wind threatens to pull you deeper in, and your chief engineer shovels fuel into the engine to fight back. The crewman is praying over and over. On the third repeat, he forgets the words. A day's hard travel later, you are still only on the outskirts of the waste. You see no living thing. The cold of the skies you left behind is only a ghost of the cold here. The cold here stills and slays. Your whole hull groans beneath a new coat of black ice. What do we do, Cap?
Oh. Look, there's like things.
What? Look
They're
out into the dark?
cowards. Check it out.
There are movements in the dark like the slow roll of surf. You glance at the reflection of your clock. How quickly an hour has passed. People fear the dark because they fear what might be in it. But there are no demons there. There is only your own reflection, and beyond it, nothing. The clock chimes. Goodness! Have you really been standing here another 4 hours? Time flies. Who are you talking to, nurse? A crewman asks. You've been answering questions, giving your name, our names, the names of every person you censored, and the reason they required censure. You order him to turn the engine around immediately. He scurries gratefully to obey.
The waste wave
is watching you. It is not the date that it was.
It is the date that it was, though. Oh, we can't venture in deeper.
Okay, we just turned around.
Oh.
Alright. Oh, shit.
He's still there. It's not the date that it
See
was,
ya.
but it's close enough for this guy to still be around.
Yeah, right? Fuck that, dude.
Of course.
Alright.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
I feel like that's a good way of summing up the entire series. People that don't look into the dark are cowards. And then go look into the dark.
Wonders.